So, like yesterday, after the break, let's take a few minutes for mingling the digestive fire by placing attention gently, lightly, behind the navel in the belly. at this moment, which is quite interesting. For many in the group, basic state switches on because we have placed the attention in the gut. In one of the previous sessions, I mentioned that there are these centers, areas in the energetic body where you can access Mahasiddha Bhumis from inside the body. And one of them is in the gut. And interestingly, it seems to happen. So accessing the basic state from the doorway of the gut. More specifically, technically, there is a fist-size area right in the center of the belly, behind the navel. There's like a fist-size area, three-dimensional fist-size area that doesn't store karmic traces. I think that in Chinese and Japanese yogas they speak of dantians or tandens. Dantien Chinese, tanden Japanese. And I think that originally, at least, the meaning of dantians in Taoist tradition was like the way how I'm seeing it from the point of view of Dzogchen and Mahamudra. But difficult to find that kind of Taoist teacher nowadays. Anyway, let's enjoy the basic state. Maybe I should clarify for those of you who don't yet have enough familiarity with the basic state. What happens when basic state, our Buddha nature, is recognized? What happens is that the mind becomes clear, calm and peaceful. The characteristics of I-based, self-based, confused state is that, if there is no mental rumination or mental gossip or thought association from one thought to another, and then emotional reactions to those thoughts, then there might be some murkiness or dullness. But this murkiness, dullness, is absent in the natural state. So there you have it. How does the natural state feel? Clear, sober, very sane, down to earth, peaceful. Subtly soft, subtly kind. There's a sense of ease. There's a sense of settledness, like foundational settledness. Yeah, you could say like floating on the river, or it's a bit tricky, but maybe it can feel like floating in the air, like weightless floating. But sense of lightness is definitely there, feeling light, instead of heavy. Feels very natural, feels very good. And that's why it's called basic goodness. One set of practices in the Pemako syllabus is Mahasiddha Vimalamitra's wisdom meditations. Vimalamitra's meditations. And I think that there's maybe 11 or 12 parts in that set of practices. And this one is the first one in that set. Using the doorway in the belly to access the natural state and to make the natural state to appear. Mahasiddha Vimalamitra is one of the three big names of the Dzogchen teaching in the history. One of the masters who attained full rainbow body, whose physical body disappeared when he passed away. And in the lineage before Guru Rinpoche. So the three big names are Guru Rinpoche, Vimalamitra and Garab Dorje. Garab Dorje is considered the founder of Ati Yoga teachings, Dzogchen teachings in this world. It is said that he was the first one who taught Dzogchen, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't, that there was others before him. But anyway, that's how some view Garab Dorje's role. Sorry, I'm interrupting your meditation all the time with these things that come to our mind, but what can you do? I also get distracted. But from the gut, it's especially those of you who have all bhumis open, so the basic state is stable. Others might notice it as well, and I'm sure you do in some sense. But when we recognize the basic state through the belly is very physical. It's the bottom part of the body, below the center, below the heart, in the center of the body. So it gives this special sense of rootedness. It starts to feel like this basic state feels like a immovable, unshakable. You could also say kind of indestructible. You might feel as you gently, lightly place your attention in the belly. You might notice a couple of different things. One, when, like I said, that it's like this, your own fist size area in the center, inside the belly, behind the navel, at that level, at that height. So when you place your attention gently inside that fist size area, you might feel like sort of like as your attention touches that place, like if you used your finger to touch something, it's sort of like the finger becomes absorbed in that area, in that hole, in that doorway. The tip of the finger disappears. The attention disappears into that doorway. And when attention disappears, ta-da, effortless awareness, a recognition of effortless awareness takes place. Because when we use attention, when we aim attention somewhere, there's effort there. Even if it's very light attention, there is still effort. But you might feel that you place attention there and it disappears. Then it might come back after a while. You place it there again and again it disappears. So this gentle pulsation between gentle attention and effortless awareness. That's one. Another thing you might notice is that as you place your attention there, you might feel like there is this sort of like I told you before that I bought this cooler. It's hot weather and I bought this cooler that blows cool air, and it feels wonderful in the apartment because in the place of hot air there is suddenly cool breeze flowing. And it might feel exactly like that when you place your attention in the gut, touch that doorway, that there is this flowing of this really wonderful, soft, clear, fresh breeze of energy spreading into the body, all areas, all parts of the body, and into the aura. You might also have the experience of not having a clue about what I'm talking about. In that case, I'll give you a tip. So, in that case, do this. Think about if you have this problem, you can watch what I'm doing. In that case, think of it in this way. Here is my hand, and with my other hand, I'm just putting over the hand and touching it. I'm not pressing, not squeezing, not holding, simply present in the touch. Lightly. And I'm feeling this soft touch. Do the same thing. I describe where the location is. Put your attention there and keep touching with your attention. as lightly as you can. Simply let attention rest there lightly, feather-light touch. If feather-light is too abstract, maybe you can think of the weight of the paw of the kitten. Weight of the paw of a kitten. So in this case, we are not using dynamic, wrathful concentration, but gentle. What I described a moment ago about the like a fresh energy, you might feel that there is like this fresh energy spreading into the body from the gut. This energy can feel also intense. So there is lightness, coolness, softness to it, but it's also intense. Right, very good. Let's now lie down for 15 minutes. If you need to go to the bathroom, you can do it during the 15-minute break.